time. Getting the sounds of Stranger. Big shout out to Alan, all the Version Recordings crew. This one's forthcoming on Point. Big shout out to Rich and Fresh. Sounds of the Badman remix. Original by Megaton Project. Big shout out to Nemesis. Some Canadian business. Going out to all the Sunday night crew. Don't forget Liquid Funk tonight. 325 King Street West, place to be. $5 at the door, 19 plus. Loads of dub plates tonight. Brand new stuff. Fresh, forthcoming and On Point, Badman remixes. Watch out for the Visionary remix of this one coming soon. Got a couple coming from Stranger, something brand new off the Drum and Bass Arena LP, 2046. Smashing up things globally right now.
Keep it locked. 89.5. Prophecy.
Stranger once again. Big shout going out to Outlook. What's up to Gabe? All the Version crew. What's up to MC Lucid as well? And this one is smashing up the place right now.
And CIUT Radio.
And we are the Ragga Twins and we love this show.
89.5 FM.
So remember, listen today and also listen tomorrow.
Cause we could be there for just a little minute. We have to tune in. So keep it locked. Or switch the dial. See? Where Ragga Twins come out, man. Marcus Visionary.
Why, boy?
Wicked.
Number 1 for this week.
Number 1 for this week. Number 1 for this week. Number 1 for this week.
This one's by Supply and Mace out of Mix and Blend Camp. Big shout out to Jubs for this one. This one is a super heavy remix of an old hardcore tune. Just rolling. Check this one.
Inside the mix.
One is no joke. Straight out of the oven. This won't be coming up for a very long time. Exclusive. Big shout out to Mace, all the Planet Funk crew. And a big shout going out to MSN Messenger. My goodness. Music's just coming overseas like water now. Also, big shout going out to Bailey. Don't forget you can tune into him on BBC One Extra. www.bbc.co.uk/OneExtra. Don't forget September 26th sees the return of Bailey alongside Goldie, Matrix, Shy FX, Clips, and MC Armani, who's on tour with Goldie right now. Theory presents Metalheads. It's gonna be massive. Loads and loads of brand new beats. Trust me, keep it locked. Going out to Sec. All the Sunday night crew checking out Liquid Funk tonight. Check the breakdown.
Prophecy, the blueprint.
Tonight's gonna be super heavy. Catch and Wreck in the house. Lush, fresh. I think Fingers is down there as well. Liquid Funk 325 King Street West. Big shout going out to everybody heading back to school this week. Not to fear, loads of parties coming up. Don't forget, every Friday night is Knowledge down at the Old Turbo Nightclub, 360 Adelaide Street West, now known as the Penthouse Lounge. And it's gonna start rocking, trust me. Summer's done. And no stopping. Loads of brand new beats. Spirit coming up next. Keep it locked.
Hold on. How I go on? What? DJ Marcus again? G's and peace, my granny.
Prophecy, we create the content.
Wasn't lying. This is Dubplate Week. Going out to Lush. Gonna be back in the hot seat next week. Brennan sounds of C4C. Spirit on the remix. Out of Control. Send this one out to Task. Also, big shout out to Rich. What's up to Tim Titan? joking around this week. Spirit on the remix. Out of Control. Loads and loads and loads of brand new dub plates for you this week. I'm not even sure of some of the titles. So all the train spotters out there, find out what it is, post it on the forum. Don't forget TorontoJungle.com, www.torontojungle.com for info, news, and crap talk.
Hey yo, you're tuned to DJ Marcus live for the 89.5 CRUT, Riddler, and a me say that original chiller.
Sounds of Violence. Track entitled Out of Time. This one's by Echo. Sounds of Ray Keith. Forthcoming on Dread. And it's a deep one tonight.
Yeah, them inside.
heavy sounds of Ray Keith. I'm in this one. Going out to Pete, Steve, and all the Release Records crew. Don't forget, Release Records down at the corner of Young and Maitland, official sponsor for the show. Check out www.releaserecords.com for the latest releases, promos, you name it.
You have them in sight. 45915, continue the downwind entry and traffic just and crosswind to the downwind. You have them in sight. You have them in sight.
Sounds of Nerve. And this one is funky. Going out to all those Matrix fans out there. Don't forget Matrix touching down inside the Cool House, September 26th. And it's gonna be Metalheads, Goldie, Bailey, Shy Effects, Matrix, and Clips. All sorts of flavors, 360 degrees. And that's what we represent right here on the Prophecy, the full circumference of Jungle DMB. Don't forget tonight the place to be, Liquid Funk, each and every Friday, Sunday, I don't even know the day of the week. I'm lost. Big shout going out to Caddy. Touching down there tonight. Don't forget Friday night's Knowledge taking place down at 360 Adelaide Street West.
Compositional elements of his DNA chain are the same as ours. There's simply more of them, tightly packed with infinite genetic knowledge, almost like this being was engineered.
Big shout out to Mystical. What's up to Christine? And don't forget, you can pick this one up out now down at Release Records. Big shout out to Frankie Guns. Also, watch out for Deep coming soon. A night dedicated to deep beats. No fluffy stuff. No MCs. Strictly beats and bass.
Follow the flow. Created at 89.5 FM, Real Radio.
Once again, brand new sounds of Ray Keith. Forthcoming on Dread. Don't forget the place to be tonight. Liquid Funk 325 King Street West. Don't forget Wednesday nights down at System Soundbar. It's Loose Wednesdays each and every Wednesday. Big shout out to Rux. What's up to Tones? All the Empire crew. All the regulars down there each and every Wednesday. Also don't forget Thursday nights is Down One. Brought to you by Chronic Sound System. Big shout going out to Lavana. What's up to Wiggs? Big shout going out to Oblio, K2, all the nice and smooth crew. Loads and loads of brand new beats this week. Not even enough time. 10 more minutes in the show. Gonna try and squeeze in a few more. Coming in next with something from DK. This producer is one of the most diverse producers out there right now, making all spectrums of the sound. Coming in with some DK on Defunct. Marcus in the mix, Lush back next week. Represent Catch and Wreck.
We don't follow the flow, we created it. 89.5 FM, Real Radio.
Sounds of DK, forthcoming on Defunct. Going out to Andy, big shout for this one. Big shout going out to Duro. What's up to Amber?
Prophecy, trumpet. Drum and Bass live on 89.5 CIUT.
Prophecy, 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 prophecy.
Sounds of Comics, forthcoming on New Identity, courtesy of DJ SS. Track entitled All You Need, one of my favorites right now. Going out to the Liquid crew. Everybody likes it soulful. All the dark guys are out there going, bah! It's all good. I love it all. Every single style. Don't forget Liquid Funk tonight, 325 King Street West. Going out to the G. Big shout going out to J-Mac, all the Urban Unit crew, all the Fever crew from Friday night. Prime's running late. Where are you, my friend? Coming in with the last one from me next. Brand new sounds of Visionary on the remix. Original done by Stranger. Big shout going to Alan. And a singer named Emily. Track entitled Hypnotized. Going out to Capital J. There's 1 million remixes of this tune. You guys you'll be hearing them soon. So I'm gonna run through the parties one more time, like you don't know what's going on. September 26th, Theory returns, bringing you Metalheads, featuring the one and only Goldie from Metalheads, alongside Bailey, Shy Effects, making a big return, Matrix, and the bad boy from Bristol, DJ Clips, MC Armani. Gonna be a super massive jam taking place down at the Cool House of the Government Nightclub Complex. Big shout going out to the rave. What's up to Kate, Task Money, Teddy and Rich, the whole crew. September 26th, watch out for that. And that's brought to you by Gold Club Series and Theory. Don't forget Knowledge each and every week on Friday night, taking place at the Old Turbo Nightclub, 360 Adelaide Street West. The best in drum and bass each and every week. Coming close to the end of the show for me. Don't forget Wednesday night System Soundbar Loose, 250 Wednesdays. Task Money in the side room playing hip hop with LK. Jungle DMB in the main room. Thursday nights down at the Down One, courtesy of Chronic Sound System. Friday's Knowledge, tonight's Liquid Funk. And that's it for event listings right now.
Waiting for the sundown. I remember crying at the lights. When I don't remember how I got here. How did I come to live this life? We are flying, flying so high. Can I see the ground falling down? Music got me. But the bass, it always feeds my soul. So I'm gonna shake it all night long, or until I lose control. And then I'll be flying, flying so high. Can I feel the ground falling down? Music got me all so hypnotized. Feels so good, feels so right. I am so alive, flying so high. Flying, flying so high. Can I see the ground falling down? Music got
This one's a Visionary featuring Emily, a remix by Stranger originally. Track entitled Hypnotized on dubplate right now. Next one's going out to Guns. Sounds of Bassbin Recordings. Breakage. Some heavy dub business. And you'll be hearing stuff like this down at Deep.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
About 9:12 in the PM. Had to deal with some traffic getting down here. Film festival's on. Blow Street's like a DVP on a early weekday morning. Except for those good-looking women walking across the street. In all nice dresses and everything. Starting off the show with some brand new DJ SS. Something on Fabio's playlist for the last month or two. Track entitled Margarita. in brand new sounds of SS, the Margarita track, coming out in probably October as a sampler to the album, which is going to be very nice.
We don't follow the flow, we created it. 89.5 FM, Real Radio. Request line 416-946-7000. Jungle Drum and Bass live on 89.5 CIUT.
Brand new coming out of Hard Leaders. Big up the Carl Collins. Don't forget Black Market Records. Queen Street on the south side, down by NASA on the east side of Bathurst. And they're bringing you a party September 20th with a huge lineup. Shimmin coming out of the Ram Camp. Rough Stuff. DJ from, I believe, Cool FM. The Badman Pesce, and Jumpin' Jack Frost. September 20th, one of the parties you don't want to miss. Was Decoder, track entitled Sidekick. Don't believe it's out yet. Hard Leaders. And this one's off of Klute's album. Lie, Steal, Cheat. Lie, Cheat, Steal, whatever. Reaching out to the Milano's crew. I'll be touching down there tonight, along a couple other locals, not sure. Pick up Caddy Cat, the one and only.
Shine like movies. If it wasn't for the Sunday All-Star Weekend game, girl. If it wasn't for the dough, the Jesus show, girl, you know that. But silly me, baby. Tell me how could I ever forget to be your love? Now I realize that you need love too. Spend my life making up to you. But oh, girl, I forgot to be a lover.
Warner label. Caliber on the remix. Jaheim. Reaching out to all the soulsters. And what's going on with this clicking? Evolution remix done by Mist, out on the Screamer double pack from Ram, in your shops. Reaching out to everybody in hardcore land. That's coming from a caller. Didn't leave his name, but that's his shout. Everybody in hardcore land, all the working crew. A-Side's new album, Follow the Groove, self-titled track, Follow the Groove track right in the background. Very nice, jazzy, kind of sultry thing. Good summertime vibe. Dread Camp, Ray Keith. The Latin tune. And there's a jam down at El Macombo on September 13th. And that's One Up Productions. That's about all the info I have on it. I believe it's old school. Speaking about old school, Prophecy is going to come with a jam down at the Knowledge Friday night down at Turbo. And I do believe we're going to get Roughneck to blow the dust off of the records and come and do an old school set. He's going to headline the night. Myself, Marcus, going to represent as well. And that's an anniversary party, so get your dancing shoes on. Mark down the date on the calendar. Show some support and all that. Don't forget Knowledge every Friday down at Turbo. I'll be touching down there this week. As well as Milano's tonight. After the show, I'll be heading down. I'll play till 12. To Squash, that's coming from Nile, and he mentioned something about he can have a shower now. The showers are good, my friend.
Trouble to face.
stepping.
MC along the A sides off the Follow the Groove album. Keep Steppin'. Been playing this one all summer. That album's hitting in October. East Side Recordings. Big up the A City. Big up the Outlook as well. Just got a batch of new tunes for him this week. My computer was having a bit of a brain fart. I couldn't get my toast to work, couldn't toast up my CDs. So we'll get them to you next week, some fresh Outlook business, Toronto talent.
Keep it in your mind, don't forget it. How far in time, the beginning. Keep it in your mind, don't forget it. How far in time, the beginning. Keep it in your mind, don't forget it. How far in time, the beginning. To the drum and the bass, keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. Keep it in your mind, don't forget it. How far in time, the beginning. To the drum and the bass, keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. I'm never letting go, I'm never letting. Which way the wind blow, I'm heading. To the drum and the bass, keep stepping, keep stepping, we keep stepping. Keep it in your mind, don't forget it. How far in time, the beginning. To the drum and the bass, keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. I'm never letting go, I'm never letting. Which way the wind blow, I'm heading. To the drum and the bass, keep stepping, keep stepping, keep stepping.
Right about now, Clute once again off his album, off the next segment of the double packs. Send this one out to Sec. Big up Arthur as well, all the Harris crew. DJ Prime in the hot seat. I love this part.
Check it out, y'all. It's official, baby. Week after week, you keep hitting it up. And now we're over 150,000 listeners strong. Connected to the official website of Canada's first hip-hop and R&B radio network, Project Bounce Night Shift. Dominating the airwaves, midnight till 5 a.m., 7 days a week. Call your girl, two-way your boy, and tell your mama too. And keep hitting that website, www.projectbounce.com. The more registrations we get, the more stuff you get. It doesn't get any easier than this. www.projectbounce.com. Project Bounce Night Shift, live and direct on CIUT 89.5 Real Radio.
Switching into the CD, the CDR, brand new Outlook.
I wanna see what you look like in the dark.
I'm going to finish off the show with a little old school thing that A-Sides and Fats did back in '97, but never got released. Little hidden treasure business.
I wanna know what your taste like. Taste like in the dark. I wanna know what your sex is like. Lay with you in the dark. 'Cause I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man. And you're a woman, I wanna know what it feels like. Kiss me in the dark. To see your beautiful body lay down in the dark. 'Cause I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. This is what we do. And you're a woman, woman.
That's why my toast doesn't work. I just saw the counter on the CD counting down to about 8 seconds left, and I'm like, the tune's not done. Anyways, we'll get that to you another week. Right about now, we got some old school jungle flavor coming from the Fats and the A-Sides, Hidden Treasures. It's going to come out on a second CD on the album. So if you bought the CD copy, you get the proper new school album, and then you get a second CD that's all these, it's about what, 11 or 12 tracks.
Whoever is love, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes. Oh gosh, good to whoever is love. is love. A far-off land for you and for me. Open your eyes and you will see, and you will see, and you will see a far-off land for you and for me. But whoever is love.
Once again, don't forget, September 20th, Black Market's going to touch down with their first big major party. Shimon, Pesce, Rough Stuff, and Jumpin' Jack Frost. 4 DJs from the UK. September 20th, look out for that one. Black Market Records, bringing you a big bash. And don't forget Theory the next week.
Open your eyes.
Shy FX, The Bad Men, as well as, oh man, Matrix, and who else? The Goldie. Crazy lineup once again. Bailey, who?
Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
We don't follow the flow, we created it. 89.5 FM, Real Radio.
This one goes out to all the NFL fans. Check out the little sample. Little 30-second timeout sample. And this is it for this week. Last track called Action. Off the Hidden Treasures, A-Sides, MC Fats little album thing again. Don't forget Milanos tonight. I'm going to reach there right after this. And don't forget Knowledge as well down at Turbo on Friday. I'll be touching down there as well. And the Black Market Party down September 20th. Anyways, we'll see you next week.